In a small village nestled between mountains and valleys lived a girl named Layla. At 17 years old, Layla was always fascinated by ancient books and adventures.
She spent countless hours in her grandfather's library, where she discovered a collection of books about time travel, legends, and mysterious creatures.
One day, while browsing the high shelves, her gaze fell upon an old, dusty book. Its cover was leather-bound, adorned with strange engravings. Curiously, she approached it, pulled it from its place, and opened it slowly. The title read, "Secrets of Time." As she flipped through the pages, she read about mysterious spells that could grant a person the ability to travel to different eras. Excitement bubbled within her, but fear lingered as well. What if the spell was real? What if something went wrong? Yet her curiosity outweighed her fears, and she decided to try the spell written in the last chapter of the book. On a dark night, with the moon shimmering in the sky, Layla sat in her room and began to recite the ancient words. She felt a tremor coursing through her body, and in an instant, everything around her twisted and changed. She closed her eyes, and when she opened them again, she found herself in a strange place. She was in the age of pirates. The vast sea lay before her, and a grand ship sailed with black flags waving in the wind. The air was filled with laughter and shouts coming from the ship. Fear and excitement battled in her heart. As she wandered along the beach, a brave captain named Jack approached her. He had a long beard and piercing blue eyes that sparkled with intelligence. "Welcome. You've arrived at an exciting time. Would you like to join us on an adventure?" he asked. Layla hesitated for a moment, but she felt this was the opportunity she had been seeking. "Yes, I would love that," she replied eagerly. Thus began their adventure. Jack taught her how to wield a sword, and he took her on thrilling sea voyages. She documented every moment in her journal, describing everything she saw. They explored tropical islands, encountered strange sea creatures, and uncovered lost treasures. However, the adventure was not without its challenges. They faced rival pirates who sought to steal their treasures. One night, they were attacked by an enemy ship. The battle was fierce, with everyone using their skills to survive. Layla used everything Jack had taught her and proved to be a brave fighter. During one of the battles, Jack was injured. Layla felt a wave of sadness and fear wash over her, but there was no time to think. She used her knowledge of herbs and created a healing potion from plants she found on the island. After hours of effort, he regained consciousness and thanked her for her bravery. As days passed, Layla and Jack became close friends. They shared stories and dreams, discussing their futures. Jack dreamed of becoming the captain of a new world, while Layla aspired to be a writer who tells tales of adventures. Yet a cloud of worry loomed over Layla. She remembered that she needed to return to her time and that the spell was not permanent. She had to make a decision. Would she stay with Jack in this era or return to her village? One evening, as they sat by the beach, Layla decided to tell Jack about her spell. "I'm not from here. I traveled through time using a spell. I must return home soon." Jack felt sadness but understood. "If that's what you want, I will support you. But I will miss you dearly." Layla resolved to retrieve the lost treasure that had been stolen from her village. This became her ultimate goal. She gathered the ship's crew and devised a plan to reclaim the treasure. It was an adventure fraught with danger, but she was determined to succeed. After weeks of planning, they set sail on a challenging journey. They faced fierce storms, terrifying sea creatures, and dangerous foes. But thanks to Layla's courage and Jack's intelligence, they managed to overcome every obstacle. Eventually, they reached the island where enemies kept the treasure. The battle was intense, but Layla utilized everything she had learned. She succeeded in reclaiming the treasure and returned it to the ship. When she returned to her time, she felt a pang of nostalgia for Jack, but she had a greater mission. She used the treasure to help her village, building a new school and library. She wanted to teach children about adventures and inspire them to pursue their dreams. Years later, as she sat in her library, she recalled that journey. She realized that every decision she made impacted her life and the lives of others. Her courage, friendship, and dreams had made everything possible. Thus, Layla became a writer, telling the stories of her adventures through time, inspiring others to face their challenges.